The sixth type of forest is mangrove forest. So children, you can see in the picture, this is mostly in the coastal areas you will come across this mangrove forest. If the mangrove forest, no, if when you plant one tree, the roots will be grown down and they will come up and grow again another tree with the same roots. So you, in the picture it's very clear, you can see that these forests are found in the marshy areas, in river deltas, and along the sea coast washed by tides. That means wherever the sea is found, so in the coastal areas you will come across this mangrove forest. Very slushy areas, you can see the trees in the picture. They are mainly found in the deltas of rivers on the eastern coast and also found in the pockets on the western coast of India. Eastern and the western coast of India. The important trees of Rhizophora, canes, screwpipe, palms, sundari, etc. So palm trees means here you see towards the right side of the picture one palm tree is there. So these type of trees are grown in the mangrove forest. The tree trunks are supported by a number of silt-like roots which are submerged under water. So lot of dirt will be underneath, below the trees, and these roots are very strong. They hold the entire plants, and with the roots again the another plants will be grown. So these are the six types of different types of forest that we come across in a country. Now let us see the distribution of forest, in which are the areas, how much of land is occupied by the forest. The total forest area of India was about 7.74 lakh square kilometer. It accounted for about 23.6% of the total geographical area of the country. So we are having less forest area. This is much below the 33.3% of recommended by the National Forest Policy Resolution of 1952. So we are supposed to have 33.3% of area covered with trees, covered with forest, but we are having 23.6%. That means nearly 10 more percent of the 10 land should be occupied by the forest. We need to grow more trees according to this. Even it is below the world's average. So the world, the entire world, when we take, the forest area is 29.5%. So even less than that we are having the forest area. Forests in India are not evenly distributed. So we don't have proper forest in all the states. Nearly 60% of the forest area of the country is in the Himalayas and the Peninsula Hills, and 20% is in the northern plains. You see, very less. Among the states, Madhya Pradesh has the largest area under forest and Goa has the least forest area in the under forest. So let's see now destruction of forest. When we see the expansion of why what is the reason the forest area is reducing? Because of these reasons, the expansion of agricultural land. Man is so greedy. Every time the agricultural land, in order to increase the agricultural land, is cutting the forest. Construction of roads and railways. So everywhere they want to do developmental areas, they are cutting down the trees. Irrigation projects to build a dam, etc. Industrialization, that means to develop more industries, man is cutting down the forest area. Urbanization, So in order to build the cities, he is cutting down the forest. Overgrazing, these cows, when they are left for to eat the grass and all, they stamp all the um, small plant saplings. As a result, the forest will not grow. Forest fires, so where there is a tropical forest, especially in the summer season, uh, the forest fire occurs, especially when the one tree is touching the other tree. When there is friction, the forest fire occurs and it destroys the forest. So these are the reasons for to reduce the forest area. So these are the reasons. But how shall we improve the forest, preserve, conserve the forest? What is conservation of forest? The prevention of destruction over exploitation of forest and its management is called conservation. So against the destruction, we are going and preserving the plants. Measures for the conservation of forest. Control of deforestation. We should not allow anybody to cut the trees. We have to control. Restriction on grazing. The animals, cows and all should not be let inside the forest. Control of forest fire. The forest authorities should see now and then, check to reduce the forest fire. Prevention of encroachment on forest, that means they should not cut the trees and make land for the agricultural purposes. Controlling illegal cutting of trees, that means people will without knowing anybody, they illegally cut the trees. Scientific cutting of trees, so proper way to cut the trees so that it will grow again. Legislation to check for deforestation, so there should be some rules and regulations, norms must be given to the people to cut the trees, and unnecessarily the government should not give them the permission to cut the trees. Encourage afforestation, all everybody should encouraged to plant the trees. Next we will move on to the wildlife sanctuaries. Wildlife sanctuaries refers to a place meant for providing protection to wildlife. So wherever the wildlife animals, these birds are kept to preserve. It is an area where killing or capturing of any species of animals is prohibited except under orders of the competent authority. So they should not kill the animals, shoot the animals unless with a prior permission. Let us see how many wildlife sanctuaries are there in a country. There are about 523 wildlife sanctuaries in India. Where are they? Annamalai and Maduramalai in Tamil Nadu, Dandeli, Bhadra, Talakaveri, BR Hills in Karnataka, Periyar in Kerala, Nagarjuna Sagar in Telangana, Bharatpur and Ratampur in Rajasthan, Manas in Assam, Jaldapara in West Bengal. These are the wildlife sanctuaries. Now let us see the national parks. An extensive area which is specially protected to preserve its natural beauty, wildlife and forest for public recreation and scientific interest is called national park. So in the national parks there will be wildlife kept, and they will do some research, all that in the national parks, and they will attract the tourist. Forestry, grazing or agricultural activities are not allowed here, so they cannot cut the trees, and they cannot do any type of agriculture. So where are the national parks in a country? There are 99 national parks in India. Some important national parks of India are Kaziranga in Assam, Sundarban in West Bengal, Corbett in Uttarakhand, Gir in Gujarat, Kanha in Madhya Pradesh, Bandipur, Bannerghatta and Nagarhole in Karnataka, Sariksha in Rajasthan, Dudhwava, Dudhava in Uttar Pradesh. So these are the national parks of the country, important national parks. Let's move on to biosphere reserves. The biosphere reserves are a special category of protected area of land or coastal environments. Here people are an integral component of the system. So wherever the life exists and in its preservation. What is the main objective of having these biospheres, places to protect the animals and the plants? Conservation, that means to preserve for the future generation. Research, now for example say rhino, so these type of animals are extinct, so to find out and to test them and to do the research in which are the places this type of animals are existing. So various things to do the research, education purpose and local involvement. For these purposes they preserve the biosphere. So how in all these places we have the biosphere, that means preservation of the few very important species. In India there are 18 biosphere reserves have been identified, and they are here, you see, so many biosphere reserves are there in a country. So this is all about the Indian forest resources, children. So when it comes to the question answers, the importance of forest, they can ask for 3-mark question, and different types of forest, and they can ask any one of the forest characteristics, and preservation of the forest, very important when it comes to the 2-mark question.